Hey guys, Cam here. Welcome back to the Gymquisition. Today I want to discuss if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, do you need to get blood tests to check up on your health, and how often would you need to get them? So why would anyone elect to get a blood test? Well, we use blood tests to check our health. We're more than willing to stick needles into our arms and have blood taken out just to get a piece of paper to confirm that we're okay. Despite the fact that sometimes we feel absolutely fine, we end up chasing some numbers put on a sheet. So vegans and vegetarians, the numbers they're generally chasing are B12 and iron, something that's deficient in your plant-based diets. However, what we need to remember first of all is that the body is resilient. It takes a long time to die or starve from eating no food at all, let alone to die from having a lack of iron or B12 in your diet. This is because the body's a survivor. It will recycle the iron and B12 in its system for a long period of time anyway. So for example, it would take a young male like myself 3 to 5 years to become iron deficient. And that would be relying on myself having a diet that has no form of supplementation or doesn't make an extra effort to get those vitamins and minerals in my body and compensate for the diet I'm on. So with those kinds of numbers, any kind of blood test I get done, the results really aren't going to help me until I'm 3 to 5 years into it to begin with. So you certainly don't need to start getting blood tests done right away, or even 2 to 3 months in. You're going to have to wait a minimum 6 months to see any kind of budge in the numbers. The second point I want to make is don't chase those numbers for well-being. Blood tests test disease, not well-being in the first place. So as long as those numbers are in a normal range, you don't need to chase them. For example, there's not a big difference between cholesterol number 5 and number 4.9. Such a minuscule difference that you won't even notice it. And the body's going to naturally fluctuate between those numbers anyway. So your blood test results could be dependent on you having a very good day or a very good week. Perhaps you have a really bad day or a really bad week and those numbers are completely different. And this all comes back to statistics. One sample is not a good example. Having a blood test from when you were eating meat and when you're not eating meat quite close together isn't going to tell you anything, and it wouldn't stand up statistically at all. So the point I'm trying to make is individuals that need frequent blood testing are those with a disease that really is going to wipe them out quite quickly, and there's an emergency to make sure that a diet or a medication is proving effective right away. So as soon as you make this decision or know someone that makes this decision, don't feel the need to rush right into a doctor's office and start a vigorous regime of blood tests regularly. In fact, this video came about because I did just that. 5 to 6 months into my vegetarian journey, I decided I better go get some blood test results done. Not because I feel worse, I actually feel better, but because I have someone pressuring me, telling me I'm unhealthy and I'm gonna die. So in other words, I want those numbers to prove them wrong. So remember guys, for every hater out there, there's 100 million people doing the same thing that completely agree with you. So another reason not to go get blood tests is to prove people wrong. You definitely don't need to do that. It's a mistake, it's a waste of your time, and chances are, if that person is so hell-bent and stuck to their theory you're going to get sick, even some blood tests aren't going to convince them. So my final verdict is that even if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, you don't need to go get blood tests. You certainly don't need to get them done right away. You need to wait quite a while down the line. That's the only time it's going to tell you something, because odds are you're perfectly healthy. Vegetarianism and veganism is a sustainable diet. It's something you can live off. The only time that a diet would need blood tests done to make sure it's healthy would be something really out there, really unusual, like someone just eating soup or just eating one piece of food or one type of food. And thank you for watching. If you don't like blood tests, leave a like. If you have any further questions, let me know in the comments section below, because I want to hear what you think. I'm going to leave some links in my description section just to back up some of the things I've said today and to give you some further reading. And if you want to let YouTube know that you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.